Hello everyone, we got a new ship, Argo Moth. This is my price with my local tax, pretty steep prices if you ask me. $345 plus 10 cents for war bond and $374 plus 85 cents with store credits.
Shut up and take my money!
So what's the issue with the Moth? The Moth is a kit-based mole, again lowest possible effort. Mole and Moth don't even share paints because reasons, aka greed. And there are lots of threads on Spectrum about the Moth. For example here, Toringer, Moth, did you test the scraping multiplier before release? I was just wondering, since this is the main purpose of the ship, did you test the scraping yield multiplier before you released the ship, CIG? No, of course not. CIG hardly ever tests anything before they release a ship. Right now, Moth has a very slow salvage speed. And we have this thread from Mendo, don't release broken ships. We have the PTU for a reason. The Moth is broken, so has been the Wolf, the Perseus, Polaris, and the list goes on and on. Let us test ships at least a week before you release them. This is a re-upload, my first post got banned. If you say anything critical about CIG's moderation or about a post that got banned, this usually results in a ban. Luckily, you didn't get banned. In addition to all the other issues, it is unnecessarily complicated to move those 8 SU containers from the elevator. No one at CIG even tested this. Here's a clip from Salty Mike.
Right? So, you really got to think of, they don't even come off the grid. Oh my god, these guys, man. These guys. Alright, yep, so let's take a look at the salvage. This is how it comes off the grid. Yeah, what's it called? A maneuvering thruster. It's in the way. Okay. So then the way to get out is this way. Not as bad. You would think that you would want that somewhere else.
And this posting from Malanowski, Argo Moth Copilot Seat FFS. So Copilot Seat takes control over the ship when a player sits in it, rendering the pilot unable to fly the ship. Therefore, you cannot have the pilot fly the ship, and the Copilot operates the defensive turret if you get attacked. We find out the hard way. CIG again, 10 out of 10. Once again, no one at CIG quickly tested a new ship. This is unbelievable incompetent. We are not talking about a small company. This is a game studio in year 14 with more than $1 billion in funding. In 2024, CIG laid off a lot of the QA staff. I guess we, the backers, are now CIG's QA department. Summary, Moth is kit-bashed, lowest possible effort again. Mole and Moth don't share paints because reasons, aka greed. Moth prints 8 SU containers that are unnecessarily complicated to move from the elevator. If the copilot seat of the Moth is occupied, for example to use the remote turret, the pilot loses control over the ship. Moth is bugged, her salvage beam is slower than it should be. CIG still doesn't seem to understand that forcing multi-crew onto players is wrong. Instead, CIG should make multi-crewing fun, rewarding, and interesting. For what she does, Moth is way overpriced. No one at CIG spent even like 5 minutes to quickly test the Moth. The sad thing is, CIG is getting more and more lazy. 2025 was CIG's best year in funding by a huge margin, so Chris thinks he can get away with it. And sadly, he can. I have a lot of respect for CIG's hardworking devs, coders, artists, and QA people, but they're down by the very few people on top, Chris and his cronies, who cannot manage such a huge and very ambitious project. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. I want to show you the Valaka tank. It's actually quite huge, but of course it has no use at all. It's just hanger decoration fluff. You can do nothing with it. You cannot even shoot at it. Oh, you can. I mean, I mean, you cannot destroy it, but you can move it with bullets, okay? Nothing in this game has mass. Everything has a mass of an empty paperback. Okay, I didn't expect this.
Not because our physics code is terrible, in fact, it's great.
Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.